everyone, it's Kay. Welcome to a build overview and an update for my Mendel Minion Summoner. After the last video, I did a big rethink about how to scale damage and survivability. And the finished build is so much better than what I showed you before. This video isn't a build guide, but I will go over how the build works and why I chose certain things. So please check the default builds link for the full build details. Firstly, I made a big change to the Paragon Balls. I realized that we get more minion damage from scaling player damage instead, because they are more damage nodes and they also have bigger values. It's also more efficient for pathing, because the minion board has separate clusters for warriors and mages. There's also the bug where Mendel won't proc inside shields, so I actually need to do damage myself. I still use the Cult Leader board, but it's mainly for minion damage reduction. And the legendary node is still good, because it's multiplicative modifier. I also invest heavily into the blood board, because the build uses blood mist to generate blood orbs for healing. This also keeps the minions alive because of the transfusion passive. So I don't need to manually cast Skeletal Priest. Lastly, all 5 glyphs give multiplicative damage, and some also give additive damage. I think this works better than using 2 separate minion glyphs, which only give additive damage. I've also made big changes to the skills and aspects, which all ties into the skill rotation. The first skill is Abhorrent Decrepify, which slows enemies and reduces their damage. But most importantly, it helps reduce cooldowns. It will also activate the damage mode on Amplify, and the stun will activate the damage mode on Control. The second skill is Ghastly Bone Prison to apply Vulnerable. I think it hits for 0 damage to apply the debuff, because it can lucky hit to proc Mendel explosions. And it generates corpses from healed flesh. Next is Plagued Corpse Tendrils to group up enemies in one spot and apply Vulnerable. The slow and stun will activate the damage mode from Control. An aspect of Grasping Veins gives extra critical strike chance and damage. After that, I use Bone Storm for the damage reduction and a critical strike chance, which my minions also get. The aspect of Ultimate Shadow turns Bone Storm into shadow damage, so it will also proc Shadow Blight and activate the Blight's aspect for a big damage boost. The Shadow Dot will also activate the damage mode on Scourge. I also have Osseous Scale to increase the duration. An aspect of the Embalmer will spawn blood orbs from the consumed corpses. The last skill is Blood Mist, which prevents damage and removes all negative effects, such as poison. Blood Mist will activate the aspect of Explosive Mist to trigger Blighted Corpse explosions, which will proc Shadow Blight and Blighted aspect, activate damage bonus on Scourge, and the aspect of the Embalmer to spawn blood orbs. And while all of this is going on, the blood orbs are healing my minions, so I don't need to cast Skeletal Priest. And all the skills and triggered effects can also lucky hit for more Mendel explosions. For the gear, the really important stats are lucky hit chance, cooldown reduction, and critical strike chance. I also have +4 to Bone Prison and Corpse Tendrils to reduce their cooldowns. And there is also the usual life, damage reduction, and damage. Lastly, I sacrificed the Iron Golem because the sacrifice bonus boosts all the warriors and mages, and I simply couldn't fit it on the cast bar anyway. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Bye!